In 2016, China completed a man-made structure so massive that it actually slowed down the Earth's rotation. This isn't science fiction. It's the Three Gorges Dam. With a scale large enough to be seen from space and a weight so great it shifted geological formations near the equator, this hydroelectric megastructure is no longer just an engineering feat, it's a declaration of ambition and power. But why did China agree to relocate over 1 million people and spend tens of billions of dollars just to block a river? And what exactly turned this into one of the greatest wonders of the 21st century? In this video, join massive minds as we uncover the project that didn't just redirect the Yangtze River, but could reshape the future of global energy. The Yangtze River, Asia's longest, has always been both a lifeline and a looming threat for China. For thousands of years, it nourished the fertile lands downstream, yet brought with it the terror of catastrophic floods. In 1954 alone, flooding from the Yangtze claimed over 30,000 lives and forced nearly 19 million people to evacuate. In the face of such overwhelming force, taming the river was no longer a choice, it became a historical imperative. The dream of mastering the Yangtze didn't start in modern times. As early as the 19th century, Sun Yat-sen, the founding father of modern China, proposed building a massive dam to control the river's fury. But it wasn't until the late 20th century, when China's economy and technology had matured, that this hydroelectric dream began to take real shape. Because this was never just about flood control. What China truly needed was a new source of energy, vast, powerful, and clean enough to break free from the old chains of coal. Traditional fossil fuels could no longer support the needs of a rapidly expanding industrial age, and the Yangtze, with a flow volume 3 times greater than the Mississippi River, offered exactly that, a near-infinite engine capable of turning water into power. To transform the mighty Yangtze River into a calm reservoir, China first had to achieve the impossible: block the flow of one of the most powerful rivers on Earth. To understand the scale of this challenge, imagine a waterfall pouring 31,000 cubic meters of water per second. That's the force of over 50 Niagara Falls combined, roaring through a mountainous gorge. Building anything in the middle of that current was like setting up a construction site directly in front of a fire hose. Chinese engineers had no choice but to invent a bold solution: create a temporary diversion channel that would redirect part of the river's flow. They divided the riverbed into 3 main sections, one for continued water flow, one for building the dam, and one as a buffer zone. This approach allowed construction to begin without interrupting the Yangtze's critical role in transportation and agriculture. To reroute the river, they had to dig a brand new path. Over 30 million cubic meters of soil and rock were excavated around the clock, using hundreds of excavators, dump trucks, and drilling rigs. The new diversion channel was hundreds of meters wide, reinforced with waterproof lining, concrete walls, and steel frames to withstand erosion from the strong current. Meanwhile, auxiliary cofferdams, massive structures, acting like floodgates, were built to keep the river's force under control. Each dam had to hold back tremendous water pressure and could be opened or closed depending on tides and river levels. All of them had to work in perfect sync. Even one small failure could flood the construction site and turn it into a disaster zone. To make sure that didn't happen, engineers installed thousands of sensors throughout the area to track water pressure, ground vibration, flow speed, and even underground seismic movement. A central control system monitored everything 24/7. Any change, no matter how small, was flagged instantly, and they were racing against time. If they didn't complete the diversion before the rainy season, rising floodwaters could wipe out months of work. Over 20,000 workers were mobilized, working in 3 shifts every day. Teams were assigned to specific tasks: drilling, transporting materials, concrete pouring, and safety inspections. Even the riverbed itself was reinforced, paved with concrete, strengthened with board piles and stone cages to prevent cracking or collapse. It wasn't just a diversion. It was a full-scale transformation of the riverbed into a solid artificial foundation, strong enough to support one of the world's biggest dams. Then came the moment history was made. On the 8th of November, 1997, the final concrete block was placed downstream. For the first time in history, the Yangtze River, the wild, unpredictable force that had shaped China for thousands of years, was tamed by human hands. After taming the fierce Yangtze River, Chinese engineers moved on to the next critical stage, building the dam's massive body. And their biggest challenge? Managing the enormous volume of concrete. Unlike steel or stone, concrete generates internal heat as it cures, known as hydration heat. In small-scale projects, this isn't a problem. But when you're pouring blocks that are dozens of meters tall and stretch for kilometers, the core becomes a giant oven. Temperatures can exceed 80 degrees Celsius, 176 degrees Fahrenheit, enough to cause internal thermal cracking. Even major projects like the Grand Dixons Dam in Switzerland or the Hoover Dam in the US face similar issues, with concrete taking decades to fully cool. To avoid delays and ensure long-term durability, the engineers at the Three Gorges Dam applied a method called thin layer casting. Each concrete layer was just 1.5 to 2 meters thick. They poured one layer at a time, allowing it to cool and stabilize before adding the next, like stacking ultra-thin skin layers to form a durable wall. This gave each section enough time to breathe and release trapped heat. At the same time, an internal cooling pipe system was installed to speed up the natural cooling process. Cold water was pumped in from external stations and circulated through embedded pipes in the concrete core, absorbing and carrying away excess heat. Precision was everything. Just one block pipe could cause dangerous overheating and cracks in the surrounding area. Thousands of sensors were embedded into every block of concrete. They didn't just track temperature, they also monitored pressure, vibration, humidity, and even slight expansion or contraction due to weather. All this data was sent in real time to a central control center, forming a kind of biological map of the entire structure. Thanks to this high-tech approach, every concrete segment became like a vertebra, interlocked, stable, and crack-free. The dam wasn't just a mass of hardened cement. It became a living structure, sensitive, adaptive, and ready to react at the first sign of trouble. This wasn't just another large construction job, it was a megastructure of the 21st century. And only after nearly a decade of careful planning, layer by layer pouring, and temperature control, did the dam's main body finally reach completion in 2006. A colossal wall ready to take on time, climate, and the relentless power of the Yangtze River. So, is that the end? Not quite. The Three Gorges Dam wasn't just built to control floods or show off engineering might. It was a strategic move in China's bigger ambition to reshape how energy is produced in the 21st century. From day one, this dam was never ordinary. It was designed to generate enough clean energy to replace hundreds of millions of tons of coal emissions each year. To do that, engineers installed 32 massive turbines, each weighing up to 6,000 tons, as heavy as a 15-story building. Just one turbine could power millions of homes. Together, they delivered 22,500 megawatts, making this the largest hydropower plant in the world. But size wasn't the only challenge. Getting those giant machines into the remote mountains required a national effort. China launched a near-military-scale operation. Tens of thousands of workers, engineers, logistics crews, mobile hospitals, and on-site monitoring systems, all built right at the dam site. To move the massive components, which weigh 400 tons, China even built sky highways through the mountains. Bridges like the Yangtze Suspension Bridge were rushed into service to connect Sichuan to the project site. What started as construction support later became key national infrastructure. By 2012, when the final turbine came online, China had more than a power plant. They had created a global symbol, a world record, and turned a century-old dream into reality. The Three Gorges Dam is more than just a feat of engineering, it has become a national-scale turning point. Once surrounded by controversy, it is now central to China's energy, infrastructure, and domestic development strategy. In terms of energy, the dam contributes more than 10% of the country's renewable electricity, replacing hundreds of millions of tons of coal annually. In its first year of operation alone, it helped China cut more than 100 million tons of CO2 emissions that once sounded like climate science fiction. In terms of logistics, the Yangtze River has finally been tamed. It has opened a direct shipping route into western China. For the first time, heavy cargo ships can reach Chongqing, a city once surrounded by mountains. Freight transportation costs have decreased by up to 30%, providing a long-awaited advantage for domestic factories and industrial zones. And socially, over 1 million people living in the reservoir area have been relocated and resettled. Entire school systems, hospitals, and transportation routes have been rebuilt from scratch. While debates about population relocation remain, this is one of the largest and most coordinated resettlement efforts in modern history. Whether viewed from the perspective of clean energy, climate action, domestic development, or economic leverage, the Three Gorges Dam is clear evidence that a single national project pursued with comprehensive focus can reshape not only rivers, but the future. Despite being hailed as a hydroelectric marvel, the Three Gorges Dam is far from a flawless victory. Behind its massive concrete walls lie consequences that have quietly unfolded for more than 2 decades. First, the human cost. Over 1.3 million people were forced to leave behind their homes, ancestral lands, and entire communities to make way for a reservoir 6 times the size of New York City. Many of them never truly resettled. They lost their livelihoods, their cultural roots, and faced a future filled with uncertainty. Second, the environmental toll. The Yangtze River once carried fertile silt that nourished millions of acres of farmland. But with the river strangled by the dam, sediment no longer reaches the lower basin. Soil fertility has dropped, riverbank erosion has worsened, and ecosystems near the river mouth are in decline. The dam also disrupted migration paths for countless aquatic species, most notably the Yangtze River dolphin, a rare symbol of China's natural heritage, now believed to be extinct in the wild. The vast reservoir has altered local climates, triggered landslides, induced seismic activity, and changed weather patterns in nearby regions. But what happens if the dam fails? In an age of extreme weather, earthquakes, and unpredictable floods, the risk isn't just technical, it's existential. By placing so much of its power generation and flood control into a single structure, China has effectively bet the safety of hundreds of millions on one shield. Was it a necessary move for progress, or a dangerous gamble with nature? The answer may take generations to fully understand. While much of the world is still debating the pros and cons of the Three Gorges Dam, China has already set its sights on something even bolder. It's the Himalayas, a place long considered untouchable for large-scale hydropower. For China, the Three Gorges was just the beginning. It was a testing ground to prove it could handle enormous volumes of concrete, tame a mighty river, and operate a project of global scale. After relocating over 1 million people, building the world's largest dam, and weathering waves of international criticism, China is ready to take the next leap, constructing an underground hydropower giant on the upper reaches of the Yarlung-Tsangpo River. This river, with the steepest natural gradient on Earth, rushes through the Tibetan mountains. Its energy potential is 3 times that of the Three Gorges. But instead of building another massive wall, China plans to tunnel through the mountains, carving out underground chambers, installing turbines below the surface, and harnessing a vertical drop of more than 2,400 meters, the largest of any hydropower project in the world. This project, known as the Yarlung-Tsangpo Hydropower Base, is expected to generate up to 60 gigawatts, equal to the total hydroelectric capacity of France. If completed, it would become the most powerful hydropower plant on the planet, capable of powering millions of electric vehicles, hundreds of AI data centers, and reducing billions of tons of CO2 each year. Deep inland, far from ports and pipelines, it's secure from foreign interference or sabotage. This is energy that doesn't depend on imports, doesn't need shipping lanes, and is almost immune to external threats. In short, clean, stable, and sovereign. While the US and Europe continue to wrestle with the balance between industrial growth and emissions cuts, China is betting on a quantum leap, aiming to reshape the global energy game in one bold move. And if they succeed, the world may no longer know China only as the factory of the world, but also as a rising green energy superpower. The Three Gorges Dam isn't just a marvel of engineering. It's a bold declaration of what human ambition and determination can achieve when pushed to the limit. More than taming floods or generating electricity, it marked the beginning of a new era in hydropower, helping China produce tens of billions of kilowatt-hours of clean energy each year, and paving the way for even larger projects deep in the Himalayas. But what do you think? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear your perspective. And if you found this story fascinating, Don't forget to subscribe to Massive Minds, where we dive into the world's most extraordinary structures, the ones that are shaping the future, one mega project at a time.